Subhanallah walhamdulillah.
حسان من ثابت رضی اللہ عنہ وآسن میں کلم ترکت عینی وأجمل میں کلم تلد النساء خلقت مبرأ من كل عیب كأنك قد خلقت ما تشاء. So now Muhammad Patel will take the mic and he will make a beautiful effort to narrate what our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam looks like.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Describe him to me. And the Muslims, look at the description of your Rasul. And for some, this would be the first time you hear what your Prophet looked like. I saw a man of striking appearance. ظاهر الوضاحة أبلج الوجه, radiant face, حسن الخلق, beautifully created. لم تعبه سجلة, his belly wasn't protruding. ولم تزربه السعلة, nor was his head disproportionate and small. وسيم قسيم, proportionate and delicate, finely made, a specimen of a creation. في عينيه دعج, in his eyes there was a contrast. The dark was immensely dark, the white was excessively white. وفي أشفاره وطف, and his eyelashes were long. وفي صوته سحل, and in his voice was a natural echo. وفي عنقه سطع, and his neck was elegantly long. وفي لحيته كثاسة, his beard was full and thick. أزج أقرن, his eyebrows were arched, but they were not joined, it was separated. In صمت فعليه الوقار, when he was silent, dignity covered him. وإن تكلم سماه وعلاه البهاء, and when he spoke, it was audible and clear, almost commanding and overtaking. أجمل الناس وأبهاهم من بعيد, from after the most striking and outstanding in appearance. وأحسنه وأجمله من قريب, and when he come near, the best of them and the most handsome of them in closeness. حلو المنطق, such an exalted and sweet level of logic, like when he used to speak, it was so coherently logical. It was smooth and easy to understand. فصل لا نصر ولا هزر, he was to the point, not excessive, not too short. كأن منطق خرزات نظمي يتحدرن, his logic, his utterance were like jewels coming out of a necklace, calculated, polished one after the other, it would flow magically. ربعة, he was medium in height. Your eye didn't have to strain to look up at him, nor was it tedious to look down at him. He was a comfortable sight to look at. له رفقاء يحفون به, he had the friends, the people that were with him, they were working around him and tried to serve and protect him. إن قال سمعوا لقومي, and when he used to say something, they used to hearken to what he used to say. وإن أمر تبادروا إلى أمره, and when he commanded, they used to complete to fulfill the command. This is Muhammad Rasulullah. This is Muhammad Rasulullah. Anas ibn Malik says, he says, I come out one night. It was a full moon night. I looked at the moon in the desert and understand the moon is an awesome sight. It is smooth, it is radiant, it is clear, it is gentle compared to the scorching sun that they are used to. So the moon was the epitome of the beauty. So he said, let me go see if the moon is more beautiful or my Prophet is more beautiful. Let me see if the moon is more handsome or my Prophet is more handsome. So I went and I saw him standing afar. I looked at the moon and I looked at his face. I looked at the moon and I looked at his face, and he says, Wallah, he was more handsome than the moon. That is the just look of your Rasul. Aisha radhiyallahu anha says, I was sewing with my needle dropped in the dark, I couldn't find it. I said, Ya Rasulullah, I can't find it. He moved his face close, and I swear out of the radiance of his face, I found my needle. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was mind-bogglingly handsome. But his handsomeness was covered with waqar in jalal and haiba. The Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu says, when we used to sit at his feet, two conflicting would come on the heart. The first one, you wanted to look up at him. You wanted to behold the majesty of his face. And when you wanted to look up at him, shyness used to overtake you, so you used to look down. Amr bin As says, I sat with him many times, but if you ask me to describe his face, I can't describe it. I couldn't be able to look up at him, ijnanan wa ta'zeeman. I couldn't look up at him. And that is why he didn't have the problem like Yusuf alayhi salam had. Because it was difficult to penetrate the awe and the splendors of the Rasul. So this is our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is ineffable and beyond description.